fun, right? That's really cute. That's called Super Lover, and it's by Starshell. It's 44 past the hour. It's your morning jolt here on Sirius XM OutQ. I'm Larry Flick with Keith Price, and Starshell's here, and we agree that song makes us want a martini. Now, I like mine, like I was telling you, I like mine dirty with an olive vodka.
Yeah, I was listening to the record just now, and I was like, I have a confession. Every time I hear my record, I want a martini. Yeah.
And see, the problem is that with a martini, I always want a cigarette, and I'm not allowed to. I don't smoke anymore.
Just bad influence.
You are a bad influence. You know
so
it's
bad.
It's those naughty girl boots
I
you're
know,
wearing.
right?
Starshell's wearing these boots that look like they kind of like just big strips of leather wrapped around her.
It's just dirty.
You're giving us a lot lot of fashion considering it's radio.
Yes.
But then again, you have like the whole crew with you
Exactly.
today. She's giving us full on diva.
Oh yeah.
And it's her first single, so
Work.
I'm gonna just give you a little warning. The last time we introduced a diva on this show, it was Lady Gaga, and that bitch forgot us. So
Yes,
she
Starshell.
developed a
keep
bad
my
British
eye.
accent, a tacky wig, and then she forgot about us. So
Oh no! How
Don't
could
forget
you
us, girl.
Family, never, never.
I'll grab you by the ankles and I'll cry.
Oh no, we'll be having martinis all the way through and through. Every time I have a hit, I'm just gonna come have martinis in the morning.
That would be fun,
Right?
Yeah,
I could
let's
do
make
with
it
the
a tradition.
Did you bring all the Anthony?
You know
Where's
she
my
got
martini? You drank it, so there you are.
He was listening back in the green room, and he was like, "I love this song."
Such a fierce song. So tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston. And how'd you find your way into the studio doing all this crazy stuff?
Oh man, music is my first love, so I've been doing it since before I can imagine. I used to throw earmuffs on and like sit in my bed and write, and I'd be like, "No, you can't come in the studio while I'm recording."
Oh my God. Okay. Now you're gonna give me my I haven't had anything to confess in a long time.
This is dirty confession morning. Let's go.
Clearly.
Starshell, did your earmuffs become like your cans in the studio, and you would, just like they did in the TV shows, you'd hold one?
I know.
Did you do that?
I really did.
No, you're not just trying to make me feel better, right?
No, I really.
I'm gonna play your record no matter what. So,
I have it on video.
do you have it on video?
I have it on video.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, that's. I used to do that.
Yay!
Fuzzy earmuffs. I'd be like soulful singing my Partridge Family songs because I'm a lot older than you.
See?
What songs did you sing into your earmuffs? With your earmuffs
Oh
on?
man, I used to sing all of the old Madonna records that I love, and it just, the list goes on and on.
That's so cute. Now, did you wrap yourself in a sheet and dance around the room to it too?
Oh man, I don't think I've ever wrapped myself in the sheet.
See, that's a
She didn't do sheets right.
it's a gay man thing.
Yeah.
I know.
She might have put it in a
She had-
turban.
you know what it
but
is?
She didn't.
Well, you
she
know what
didn't
it
get
is.
all
You know what it
jiggy
is.
like that with
She's
it.
a girl. She had dresses.
Yeah.
That
that makes
she didn't have to pretend.
So, it's Starshell with us here in the morning show. Dignified, right? That's what, you didn't
Exactly.
know that we're going to be dignified with you today.
Oh, it's great.
So this is a really cute track.
Thank you. When I made it, I said, I'm kind of sick of the gloom and like, everything is gothy and this way. I said, girls just want to have fun and we just want to go to the party and not think about anything. So we came up with those melodies, the secretly he notices. So, it's just a party record. It's dance. I want to have fun. I want a martini. We want martinis and cigarettes.
Okay. Martini cigarettes
you
and
doing?
little eggs, eggs with little hollandaise. Anthony!
Again, mister.
He ate the eggs too.
There's no platter.
So, what was it about dance music that you found enticing? Because you're a young woman of color, and young women of color are usually, if they don't gravitate themselves, they're nudged toward R&B.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a natural progression for some women.
Right.
But you're doing like that's a pretty hardcore club track.
Right.
Are you going to mix the R&B in, or how are you? How does this all play into the artist you want to be?
Okay, well, the way I explain it is I'm the artist who listened to everything when I was growing up. And right now, I think that the youth today, we are a melting pot. pot. There is no like, of color, of not color, or not. Like everybody is everything. Like I listen to Jay-Z, and I listen to No Doubt, and I listen to Alanis Morissette, and I listen to Mary J. Blige. So I listen to Prince and like all the fusions of that. And then I have, Latin roots. So I've listened to samba and salsa and all those kind of things and dance music. So I think that what I did was I took a dance track and I kind of put a whole lot of swag on top of it. And it's just a melting pot of goodies. And that's what my music represents.
Why do you think, or how do you think it happened that, because you're not the first person I've heard say that things are far more blended now.
Right.
That folks because obviously we're generations apart. And for my generation, it really was about slots, categories, and that can be really irritating.
It is.
But it's a fact of life, and after a while you just get used to it if you're my age. From your point, was there ever a time, did you notice a shift when you were a girl?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And when was that shift?
Well,
from your point of view,
in junior high, I remember I actually used to like listen to Alanis Morissette, and I lived in a urban community and like a lot of Hispanics and blacks and stuff like that. Really, poor community, whatever. But I used to listen to Alanis Morissette, and I used to do it on the low. Like I used to be like, oh man, I don't want people to know Jagged Little Pill is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? So then I'd come to school and be like, oh, like I don't listen to that, or they don't even know what it is. So by the time I got to high school, I was just like, you know what? I'm not white, but I'm French, and I'm not black, but I am, and I'm not Spanish. I'm everything. And that's what my music is. So I just feel like everyone feels that way these days.
Well, because it seems like more and more young people are that way, what they would call fluid about just their lives and their identities and everything around it. Do you think that the rest of us are catching up to that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think now it's kind of like there really are no boundaries. You are who you are. There is no color. There's no one anything. Like I feel like this, and this is who I'm going to be. And I think more and more through music and through just lifestyle changes, people are being able to just be them, and it's a beautiful thing.
Indeed it is. That's Starshell with us here in the Morning Jolt. It's 9 before the